Sagittarius. Sagittarius, welcome back. For my subscribers and my repeat viewers, I am glad you are back. For those that are new to my channel, I'm glad that you are here. Hopefully you stick around. Going to be a general read today. Just to let you know, I'm still going on with this concussion thing. My words may make sense to me, but they may not make sense to you. That said, Sagittarius, we're going to look at your current energy, desires, outcome, and what's working for you, what you need to be aware of. That said, let's get started. The Death card shows up in your current energy. Ooh. A Death card does not mean death. It just means that there is major transformation that's taking place. And although transformation is something that seems to be painful, for a lot of people, it's just usually how we think of things. But I'm drawn to this bouquet that this individual's handing to this knight. And this is transformation that needs to be celebrated. Your desires comes up with the shadow side. This is also known as the Devil card. So this is going to need some clarification because it's a really interesting thing to have come up. But maybe you're in that sort of thing like, you know what? I'm really tired of a lot of things. And you know what? I'm just going to sit back and I'm just going to enjoy myself and indulge myself. The outcome is the World. Which is wonderful. The World is your world. How do you define it? What's working for you is the Four of Wands. So some type of stability that is there. Possibly even marriage plans. And then we have the Queen of Swords that shows up. And that Queen of Swords is what you need to be aware of, because this is an individual that shows up. She's very clear and concise. She's not afraid to make heads roll. Now, I've had two cards fall out. Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. I don't typically take the drops. If they come in three, I'll take them. But I don't typically take the two. So this could be dealing with some past issues. But let's go through and we'll start to clarify. Wow. So we've had all major arcana show up for you in this one, in your current energy of transformation. The Hangman, Justice, and the Wheel. This seems to me that somebody's learning. Somebody's learning from a divorce. A divorce that's really changed them, or a breakup that's really changed them, where it was sort of destined to happen. And now that that's happening or being gone through, a cycle's ending or a cycle's beginning. This could even just be some type of breakup where things just were not balanced. And that's interesting because that brings us to the shadow side, which is, you know, okay, somebody that's gone through this or currently going through this, you know what? It's kind of like one of those things. I need to rest and take care of myself. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? I'm owed this because, you know what? I've been through all of this crap. But let's clarify. Or maybe at the same time, it's like you've been through all of this crap and now it's time that you've deluded yourself for so long in this that it's time to move on and take and get back on your path. We have the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. And pursue that success that you've wanted, to pursue those relationships and have those relationships come in, because you've been on your path, or you're starting on your path to figure out, you know what, this is the way that I need to go. Or there's been good financial news that's come in as well. So that's really interesting, actually. Now the World card is in the outcome. Well, this is really nice. We have the Ace of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So there's a lot of thinking going on. There's a lot of mental energy, maybe a lot of conflict internally as well. But the outcome is a new start. So this all goes through and brings you a new life. This new life has you healing, because that's kind of what we have to do after sort of shit hits the fan. Maybe not. But at the same time, you're in your head. And you've sort of tied yourself up in your head to the point where it's maybe even hard to make a decision. But at the same time, it could be like, what do I do now? Who am I? Where do I go? What do I do? This is all over. I've defined myself this way. Maybe there's time for a new definition. That said, the Wheel of Fortune is your card. Doesn't change the reading very much. The Four of Wands is working for you. This is, there's stability. There is stability here. And you're learning. You're learning, and you're learning to move forward. So I get the feeling that you're getting stable within yourself. You're starting to realize that you're fairly successful at what you can do with what you've learned, and now it's time to put it into practice. We have the Queen of Swords that shows up. And the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. You need to be aware that you need to think clearly. Your heart might be in this and you'll be like, I don't want this. I just want things the way they were. But there's a new start. There is a new start. And you're not sure if you want this new start. Possibly even a new job. But you're starting to see what you're worth. And that's important. And you're getting clear on that. They're also, with the King and Queen showing up, with the Knight of Cups in the center, there's another relationship that could be coming for you that you may not be aware of. That said, I want to pull 3 more cards for you. Nine of Wands, the Empress, and the Nine of Swords. Nine of Wands, it may feel like your back's against the wall. The Empress can be that there is motherhood, there could be marriage, but at the same time, there could be that you're starting to see your potential, and even though that potential's there, or you may not have quite discovered it yet, you might be feeling a lot of anxiety around that as well. It's interesting that we have the 9s here. That said, Sagittarius, that is what I have for you today. Best of luck with this. This is an interesting read. We'll see you next time.